All or anything missing? One more thing. Yes or no? So these are nothing but what? Based on this, what is my x is going to take the values? 0 to 3. Each trial is what? Bernoulli. Each trial is the Bernoulli. I am interested in the sum of the Bernoullis. So this is the sum of the Bernoullis. You guys are understanding? You guys are understanding? So what is the meaning of this? X equal to actually x1 plus x2 x3. Strictly speaking, here x1 is what? Number of hits. Again, in each trial, each task, let me put it like this. X2 also number of hits in each task, because it is a Bernoulli. Bernoulli. Here also Bernoulli. And x3 also actually in each task means in first task. Strictly speaking, right? Second task. Third task. This is also Bernoulli. Bernoulli. Agreed? So what are the values are possible for this? When I'm tossing, I may get 1 hit or 0 hits. So x equal to sum of these M and D. So x is the total number of hits. Strictly speaking, I should write this is not the right random number of hits, total number of hits. Strictly speaking, these are total number of hits in 3 tosses. Agreed or not? Strictly speaking, that's what my random variable is, strictly speaking. So now x is the binomial. What is the x1 and x2, x3? Bernoulli. You guys got the difference? You guys got the difference? I think it is consuming a lot of your glucose, I believe. You need to be focused. You cannot sit just like that in the class. Okay? So what are the x values it is going to take? X is going to take 0, 1 or 2, 3. Or yes or no? But what about the x1? Either 0 or 1. What about the x2? Either 0 or 1. What is the x3? 0 or 1. Yes or no? Because each one is a Bernoulli. Each one is a Bernoulli. Already we discussed everything. I spent a lot of time. Okay. Now, I'm interested in, let's say, probability of x equal to 0. What is the meaning of this? Huh? What is the meaning of this? 0 hits. Getting 0 hits. How many are there? Only 1. So what is the probability of getting this? 1 by 8. Because there are 8 possibilities. Out of that, probability of getting x equal to 0 is 1 by 8. You guys are understanding or not? You guys are understanding or not? What about this? Probability of x equal to 1. How many ones are there out of 8? 3. 3 by 8. What about probability of x equal to 2? How many are there? 3 are there. Out of? What is the probability of x equal to 3? What is the probability of x equal to 4? 0. You don't get it, no? You guys understood this? How the probability is calculated? when I simplify using this formula, if I calculate, the answers are going to be these. Let us verify. Let us verify. Let us verify. You guys are understanding? But before getting to that, let us take this one, probability of x equal to 2. What is the meaning of this? First, HT. Yeah. One second. Let me talk about a simple concept. Let me talk about the simple concept. Let's say you are at a place A. There is another. Let's say from this to this you want to reach. From where? From A to C. Let's say from A to B there are only 2 ways you can go. One is the road, another is the train. From here to here you can go in 3 ways. A road, train, and let's say air. Okay. Now, how many ways you can reach from A to C? I may take the road here. I may take the road here. I can reach it one way. I can take the road here, train here, and I can reach. I can take the road here, air here to reach. Yes or no? So this task A to B, the task can done in how many ways? 2 ways you can go. So these are 2 ways. From B to C, how many ways you can go? 3 ways. The total number of ways equal to this. So if a task, a big task containing, let's say 4 steps. Okay? Means what? Big task means A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E. Sub steps. Look at each task, how can you achieve? You guys are getting, and multiply those. So that is going to give overall how you can do the task in the overall. You guys are getting? Friends, things are clear or not? Okay. Now let's come back. Probability of x equal to 2. What is the meaning of this? I want to get 2 heads, right? I want to get 2 heads. You guys are understanding? Equals to, I may get probability of the possibility is what? Probability of getting two heads I have written, right? Yeah. This I may get like this. What is the meaning of this? H, H, T or HTH or all the probabilities I need to add, right? Yes or no? So what is the probability of getting this? First, getting a head, how much it is? This is the first task, na? What is the probability of getting a head in a single task? How much it is? 1 by 2? Another one? That is also 1 by 2. Another one? This is also 1 by 2. You guys are understanding or not? You guys are understanding? This is first head related. This is another head. This is another 10. Plus, what about this? 1 by 2. I'm multiplying this. Why I'm multiplying? I'll talk about this in detail when we get into the dependent and independent. Let me put it a statement at least. When the trials are independent, means what? I'm tossing a first coin. Is the first coin output is going to influence the second coin output? So these trials I'm going to call as independent trials. What is the meaning of that? First trial is not going to influence the second trial output. Second trial is not going to influence third trial output, like that. So these trials I'm going to call as independent trials. All are with me? When there is a dependency, let's say when I call these are dependent trials, I'm tossing a coin. When I'm tossing a coin, I eat biryani. If I get a head, okay. If I get a tail, I don't eat anything. So my eating is going to depend on the toss. So then if what I am going to eat, I want to understand, is going to dependency is there? All are with me? Let me give one more thing. There is a box. In that box, let's say there are suite of cards. Okay, I've taken one card out of it. Let's say I got a red card. I'm not going to replace. Means what? What is the meaning of the replacing? I'm not going to put it back to that box. I mean the suite of cards. I'm going to pick another card. So first, let's say I'm interested in the red cards. What is the chance that, let's say first when I picked it, I got a red card. Definitely the red card is going to influence the second draw probability, because I am not replaced. Before it was 26 by 52. Now I taken one card out of it. I got a red card. I'm saying I got a red card. Okay, I got a red card. So what is that? Probability. 25 by 56, 52. Because I got a red card in the first draw, right? So is my first draw is going to influence the second draw or not? If I am not replacing it, I know that which is the first card is the red card. All are with me? You guys are getting, guys? So that is called dependency and independence. We will talk about this in detail because we are going to spend 2 to 3 hours only on the independent dependency and the machine learning. There's only the thing going to rule the things. What is the meaning of the dependency? Actually, the machine learning, the problem is the dependency independence. Because of that, we are going to get a lot of issues because of the dependency. Okay. Because of the dependency, we are going to get a lot of issues. Your mathematics is going to be violated. Whatever the theories are there, they are not going to satisfy if there is a dependency. How those things and all, we will talk in detail. Actually, the machine learning or the module 2 is all about these only. You guys are understanding? So I don't want to give in 1 minute, but hope you guys got the word. What is the meaning of the dependency and independence? Okay. So now these are dependent. I can multiply those probabilities directly. All are with me? So first trial is not going to influence. Second trial is not going to influence. So what is the total? This is going to 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. You guys understood this? What about the other one? 1 by 2, 1 by 2. But I am marking heads. Heads. Okay. You guys are understanding? Plus, what about this? 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Again, this is also head. I've written only for head. The rest of the things are tails. I'm writing this like this now. Probability of how many heads are there? 2 heads. So if I want to write, first I am writing the tail. After that, I am writing the weight. First I am writing the head. After that, I am going to write tail. So I can write like this. First I am writing. What is this? Head related thing. 1 by 2 whole square, because 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, head related 2 are there. So 1 by 2 whole square, is that is fine or not? And after that, I'm going to write 1. This is okay. This is tail related. Again, I'm going to write. What about here? Again, tell me. What I'm going to write? Okay, not okay. So how many such things are there? 3. You guys understood this? So 3, 1 by 2, 1. Now again, I am writing this as 3 into 1 by 2, 3 minus 1. Can I write it? I'm writing this as, can I write like this? Any problem? Any problem? Emandi. This is P of x equal to 2, right? So let us verify this using our formula. P of x equal to R. What is the formula? Done? Okay. Now, this is, I am writing here PCR, P to the power of R, 1 minus P to the power of n minus R. What is the P is? P is the probability of what? Bernoulli trial? P is the probability of in this case, probability of getting a head. You guys are getting? Because how do I know it is getting a head? I'm talking about x is what is my random variable here? X is the number of heads, right? So P will become corresponding probability. What is the x definition? Number of heads. So P is the x related probability. How I got this? So I conduct so many Bernoulli trials. See how I'm going to calculate. Already I explained during our Bernoulli thing, right? I'm going to conduct a lot of experiments. From that I collect the data, total divided by total number of things, right? You guys are understanding or not? So that's how I'm going to calculate my p value. I got, let's say, but without calculating that, I know in our problem this is 1 by 2. M&D. Now I want x equal to 2. R equal to how much now? 2. What is the n value? X, what is my n value? What is that? Based on x, you need to decide your n value. How much is the n? 0. What is my x is going to take? 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3 is the maximum. X will, n will become my 3. Yes or no? So 3 is 2. P to the power of here is how much? 1 by 2 whole to the power of 2. M&D. This 2, na? 2 here. Here x equal to 2 I am interested in. Number of trials. What is the probability of getting 2 heads? So here I have substituted 2. So I need to substitute 2 here. But p equal to 1 by 2 already I know. What about this? 1 minus 1 by 2 m minus r. n minus r is nothing but 3 minus 2, which is equivalent to 3c2 1 by 2. Again 1 by 2 3 minus 2. You guys understood? But what is the 3c2? 3c2, if you calculate, let us do that. Factorial 3 by factorial 3 minus 2 factorial 2. 1 by 2 square 1 by 2 3 minus 2, which is equivalent to 3 1 by 2 2 and 1 by 2, 3 minus 2, which is same as this. You guys are getting or not? So I can write, if someone asks what is a p x equal to r, I can write it using this formula directly instead of writing so many times. Yes or no, guys? You guys are clear? You guys are clear? Online looks very deep. So binomial distribution, one of the difficult topic to understand. You need to do the revision. That's all. Let's do that. What is now? What about n equal to 3? P of x equal to 3. Let us use this using the formula. What is this? Any value is a c. So r is 3. P to the power of how much? 3. 1 minus p to the power of n minus r, 3 minus 3. Yes or no? So which is equivalent to 3c3. P is nothing but 1 by 3. And this is anything to the power of 0 is what? How much? 1. M and D. Something to the power of 0 equals to 1. So how much is this? 3c3 is how much? 3c3 is how much? 1. NCN is 1. In general, NC0 is a M. NC0 is a N. Is it sorry? NC0 also 1. Let's look at NC0. What is the factorial n by factorial 0 factorial n minus 0, which is equivalent to factorial n by factorial 0 to factorial 0. Get cancelled 1. So NC0 or NC1 is 1 only. Clear? So here, how much is this? This is a 1 into 1 by 8. This is using the formula. Let us use the logic which we developed. What is the probability of x equal to 3? How many are there? Only. No. Let's use the logic. H. This is the only the way. What about the probability? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. 1 by 8. Both are matching. So the formula is working very well, right? See, I cheated you by taking an example. Actually, you need to use a lot of theory to get into that. Already you guys might have been thinking, oh, it's too much difficult. So let's not get into the mathematics part of how I derived that, but let's use it. You guys are clear or not? Friends, you guys are clear? Why is n equal to 3? He asked. Calculate the probability of getting the 3 heads. So how much is that? Is that clear? Is that clear? How the formula derived? So it is going to satisfy all the probabilities. This formula is going to satisfy all the probabilities. Let's look at P x equal to 0. X equal to 0 means what? 3c0. 3c0 is nothing but 1. P to the power of 3. Sorry. P to the power of 0. P to the power of 0 is nothing but the 1. 1 minus p to the power of 3 minus 0, which is nothing but 1. You get x equal to 0, 1 by 8. Satisfied? So this formula satisfying above probabilities or not? What is your question? Sorry? Yes. This is nothing but 1 minus p is nothing but the q0. What is this? Not getting ahead? Of course. This is not getting ahead. What does n mean in the formula? What does n mean in the formula? The number of trials. Whatever by x is going to take the maximum value. The maximum value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 3. So n will become the 3. 0, 1 to n. Dipti, that is clear. So it's very, very important to understand how my random variables are going to take the values. Otherwise, how can you find out that n equal to 3? X equal to number of heads, that's what I define. How many maximum number of heads you can get it? Only the 3. Clear or not? Clear or not, Dipti? What about others? Don't say n is the maximum number of heads possible. Look at random variable, what is the values it is going to take, based on that you define it. See, you know, there is a procedure to do the things. When you are learning, you need to go by that procedure. The procedure will take a little bit of more time, but still you need to adapt that procedure, especially in the mathematics. Okay. N is a vital, yes. N, how I am going to get it? Based on my random variable definition. If you don't know N, can you use this formula? You cannot use it. Yes or no? So if, say, number of incidents received, oh no, I don't want to do this example. Number of, let's say there are 10 items. 10 items. Okay. Defective, the X is items. Example. There are 10 items. Okay. From the past, data, I know why. Let me look at, let me write the same problem. What there are 10 items. Okay, from the past, write it. Don't look at it. From the past. We know that from the past we know that the item is going to defective is, let's say, is with a probability of 0.1. Find probability of three items are going to defective. How? Let me put it how this is into enter mathematics. In the past, there are 10 items. How many items? 10 items. But from the past, if I go and choose and verify any item, what is the chance that it is going to be defective? 0.1. How I got that 0.1? So they have done like this in the past. The way he is going to write the number of defective test lines of code is not going to change just drastically, right? More or less it is going to be the same, na? You guys are understanding? Let me, how they collected them. Close your eyes. Let's say from the past they have taken some 900. 10,000. Don't look at what I'm doing. You cannot. Effort. So this is the data they collected. What is the data? From the past, 10,000 data. Each one is a Bernoulli or not? Okay. Now I want to calculate the p-value. In the formula NCR p to the power of. So how they are going to calculate the p-value? Like this. You guys are clear? Let me calculate how I am going to calculate the p-value. C1 sum So how many? 983 are defective items. X equal to 1 is the defective item. P equal to what now? Corresponding probability. So how much is this? 983 divided by 10,000 items I inspected. That is nothing but this is the probability. It is coming around how much? Around 0.1. Can I take this as a 0.1? That's what I've written in the problem. 0.1. Have I got this 0.1? You guys understood? Yes or no? Friends, you guys are clear. Have I got this 0.1? You guys understood or not? Online, please respond. How I got this 0.1? Now, nobody is responding. That's what I said. When people are talking, when I'm talking about the box percentile, people jump. Going forward, even you don't type yes. I'm guaranteed. Pakka. People ask, sir, can I join the online? Can I ask the questions? You don't ask. Okay. Now from this, the probability of 0.1. Now, this is the 0.1 I got from the past. Now I am having only a 10. When someone came for the counseling, what is the chance that you are going to get a job from the past whatever I calculated? That's what I attribute. So here, for each item of the 10 items, each one, what is the chance that it is going to be defective? 0.1, 0.1, 0.1 only. Yes or no? Guys, you guys are getting what I'm saying? You guys are getting what I'm saying, friends? Now I'm asking you, what is the probability of, out of 10, what is the chance that 3 items are going to be defective? What is the meaning of that? He is asking P of X equal to 3. But what is my N is going to take? If N is going to be defective, X equals to the number of defective items. I defined it. Because the problem, why I define the number of defective items? Why not the not defective items? Because this probability is what? Defective item probability. Corresponding to that, I am defining the X. If X is this probability is a 0.9, not being a defective, then X equal to not a defective item I define. All are with me? Guys, clear or not? Now P of X equal to 3. What is my N? N equal to how much now? Only I am going to inspect 10 items. What is my N is going to take? 0, 1, 2. From the past there 10,000. Here not. Here only I am giving the 10. So N will become, X can take what values? Either 0 defective, 1 defective, out of 10, right? You guys are clear or not? Out of 10, X can take 0 to 10 only. But the P value I calculated, use a lot of data. That data I am not considering to find out my N. Why? Here now, only 10 items only are given. I am asking to find out the probability of finding the 3 defective items out of how many? 10. So N will become the 10. So this will become, what is the formula? Probability of X equal to R equal to, what is the formula? Please spell out. You cannot sit like this. NCR 1 minus P. Yes or no? You guys are understanding? Now, what the question? 3, that's what I asked. So this will become the 10C, 3. What is the P? Is a 1 by 2 from the data what I calculated. How much is that? Why not 0.9? Because X is what here? Defective item. So that corresponding probability I need to take, right? You guys are understanding or not? This one, 3, 1 minus 0.1, 10 minus R. 10 minus whatever. How much is this? 3. You guys understood? You guys simplify whatever the answer you are going to get it. What is the meaning of that? The chance of getting exactly 3 items. Exactly. I am introducing a new word. Exactly. There are 3 words you need to understand. Exactly. At least. Third, at most. What is the meaning of the exact? Let's say P of X equal to 3. Exact 3 items I want. Exact. No less, no more. What is the at least? Here I think I have at least 10 rupees in my pocket. What does it mean? I may have 10 rupees or 11 rupees or 12 rupees, like that. At least. This is what is the meaning of this. What is the meaning of this? At most, I have at most 10 rupees. What is the meaning of that? I may have 0 rupees, 1 rupee, up to. All are clear? What is the meaning of the at least, at most? How to identify whether a distribution is binomial or any other? Now, here what you are interested in? X equal to sum of Bernoulli's. That's all. 3 defective. Each defective is a Bernoulli. I know that. X equal to 3 means what? Binomial. I know it. So what is the basic definition? You guys are understanding or not? What are my X? What are the possible values of X here? What are the possible values of X in this problem? What are the possible values of X in this problem? What are the possible values of X in this problem? Sorry? 0 to 10,000 or 0 to 10? 0 to 10 only. Because I have given the 10 defectives. 0, 1 to 3 is not the answer. 0 to 10 is the right answer. You cannot just make fun out of it. Okay? You should be very, very specific. Why I am saying this specific? You are going to understand in the future. Okay? You guys are understanding this? So I want to simplify. Let me use some Excel to do the job. Understood? There is a function binom dist. What is a binom dist? Number of trials. Number S trials, cumulative probability underscore number trials. Yeah. What is this? Number of numbers. How many? 3. How many total number of trials? 10. What is the probability of getting a trial? 0.1. What is the meaning of the cumulative? We'll talk about that. For the timing, just I am keeping. How much is that? Oh my God. Enter too few arguments. Okay. Let me keep as I want the mass function, right? Point. So if you simplify this, how much the answer? Zero point 0. You guys understood? Without learning this, if I teach the function directly, do you understand? Huh? In R also you see the same function. Binom dist. Learning Python and R is not going to be useful until unless you know all this background, right? How long it is taking once you know the concept? It will not take not even 10 seconds to use that function once you know it. For the first time, maybe you may be taking 1 minute. Second time, you don't take any time. You guys are understanding what I'm saying? So now I explained how to calculate this value in Excel. So tomorrow we are going to use R. Maybe I use some function. Some function is there. I need to know what are the arguments I need to pass it. That how to pass that arguments, it is I am coming to know because of my mathematics background, not because of knowing R and Python or R. You guys are understanding? So what is important? Even you are learning the subject, even I am teaching some software or whatever it is, don't focus too much on the learning the R commands. Solve with a paper pen first. Once you know the paper pen, rest of the story is nothing. Yes or no? The way we have done with a paper pen. Is this a This is clear, guys? You guys are able to digest? You're liking the session? Or it is becoming boredom? We'll solve another 10 or 15 problems in the next class. But I have not completed the binomial distribution yet. We are going to spend another 2 hours only on the binomial distribution. Only on the binomial distribution. But you guys are able to connect how the things are going to be solved?